How do we justify our growing expenditure on space exploration projects when a significant population in our country is struggling to fulfill basic human needs? How do you justify this?
What are the various steps being taken by Jharkhand government to enhance the enrollment ratio of girls in the school?
What benches of judges to be called as the constitutional bench?
May I come in, sir?
Yes, come in.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Please be seated.
Thank you, sir.
Please give a brief introduction about yourself.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Piyush Kumar. I'm from Bokaro Steel City, Jharkhand. My hobbies are playing and learning chess. I'm also enthusiastic about space and astronomy. I also love watching sci-fi movies and series.
Okay, Piyush. Piyush, let us discuss something about your hobby. What is the key features of India's space policy 2023?
Sir, the key features is first of all to include private players also, to increase the role of private sector in space. And the ISRO should focus more on research, and the commercial activity should be transferred to the private sectors. So this is the primary focus of space policy.
So opening of private participation, encouragement of private sector in the field of space, do you think it's a good idea? Or you are compromising with the sovereignty of the nation?
Sir, I think it's a good idea, because if we look at United States of America, we have seen many new companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin. They are working really good in the space sector, and NASA is mostly focused on research and research for space. So this can be done in India also. This can have multiplier effect on economy.
Okay, yet there is yet another question in my mind. How do we justify our growing expenditure on space exploration projects when a significant population in our country is struggling to fulfill basic human needs? How do you justify this?
Yes, sir, I agree that we have to also work on other sectors as well. But space is not just limited to doing research and just for curiosity purpose. Space can also work as incubation for research in and development in other sector. Through space research, we have done better things in agriculture sector. For example, we have resource sat satellite, weather forecasting. So it has multiple purpose, and overall it will contribute to the economy.
What has been the contribution of ISRO in the last 2 years? Be specific about the 2 years time frame.
Sir, if we look at some of the important missions, then we successfully landed on moon for the first time. Again, the other important mission was Aditya L1. So it's a very important mission. And apart from that, commercially also we have done really good in space sector.
Okay. You are a student of political science and international studies. What is the relationship between technology and international relations?
Sir, technology and international relations are intertwined, especially in 21st century. We can see that recently the big tech, especially companies like Microsoft, Google, they play, the founders of these companies, they play important role in international relations. Particularly if we look at America right now, Elon Musk is very actively involved, not just in America's election, but also in Europe. So I think since technology is, we can say, one of the most visible form of globalization, it can be seen in technology. It's not limited to a country. It's basically borderless. So it plays an important role in international relations.
Is it going to transform the geopolitical situation or geopolitics of the world?
So there are certain issues related to technology. For example, if we recently look at America, they are trying to ban TikTok. So this is also one aspect of technology where we can see that technology can be used to put pressure on other countries as well. Apart from that, in defense and military, technology plays a huge role, especially with the advent of AI and robotics. So this is going to again impact the global relations. And apart from that, data localization is also one issue, which it also affects the relations between two countries. So there are these issues.
You must be aware that union budget is going to be placed on the 1st of February, isn't it?
Yes.
So what are the key documents which are submitted while presenting the budget?
Sorry, sir, I do not recall right.
Oh, thank you.
Piyush, since you have studied political science, can you please tell me the concept of relative autonomy of a state in Marxian analysis of the character of a state?
Sir, according to relative autonomy.
Give an example.
Okay, sir. Sir, for example, if you look at countries like India, for example. So, according to relative autonomy, the state, the government, it gets certain kind of autonomy because there are certain powerful groups that are inside the country. There are industrialists, but apart from that, there are also agriculture group. So, when these group compete with each other, the government, it gets certain kind of autonomy. So, it no longer is just an instrument of we can say the industrial class or any bourgeois class.
It doesn't play the role of instrument of coercion,
yes,
siding by any particular class, right?
Yes.
Okay. Since you have mentioned in your detailed application form that you have been head organizer for visit to orphanages, right?
Yes.
Can you please tell me how adoption is made in our country? What is the procedure for somebody to go for adoption?
Sir, adoption is limited to married couples right now. A single, especially male parent cannot adopt in India, and
those who are living in living relationship template, can they also go for adoption?
No, sir. Right now, they do not have the right.
Okay.
Only married couples.
What else?
And sir, right now I'm not aware of other.
Okay. You must have read about model code of conduct, right? Whenever
yes,
any announcement is made for either parliamentary or state legislative assembly, model code of conduct comes into play, right?
Yes.
And it is an effective tool at the disposal of election commission to enforce the dictum of free and fair election, right?
Yes.
Can you please tell me, is it a legally enforceable document, model code of conduct? What is the status? What is the legal status of this document?
Sir, it's not legally enforceable as far as I know. It was mentioned as under the rules of election, but it's not legally enforceable. It's something that that parties should follow, adhere to. But as far as I know, it's not legally enforceable.
Okay. In 2024, we had parliamentary elections, right? Can you please tell me one particular parliamentary constituency was very much in news for the reason that even before the votings were done, even before the countings started, this particular constituency was news because the winner was elected. Can you please tell me the background of this and which political constituency was this?
Sir, I do not remember the exact name, but it was in Gujarat, as far as I remember. And this was due to the opposition. There was no opposition as far as I know. So, this is why the elections result were declared before even the elections.
Okay. Since you have studied political science, you must have studied about anti-defection laws in our country, right? Can you please tell me what is the meaning of merger under this particular act?
Yes, sir.
What constitutes merger?
Sir, merger happens when 2/3 of the members of one party, they go and join the other party. So this is called as merger.
So if 2/3 members of any political party goes to any other political party, it is called merger. The leftover is 1/3, right?
Yes, sir.
Out of total 2/3 has gone, 1/3 remains. What will be the status of 1/3?
Sir, the 1/3 can be called as the older party which they are part of, and the people who have gone and merged to the other party, they'll become the member of other party, as far as I know, sir.
Okay, my last question to you, and that is also from the anti-defection laws. If the President of India has nominated any person having a special distinction as per the given criteria for nomination to the Rajya Sabha, right?
Yes.
And this person immediately joins any political party,
Yes,
what
sir.
will be the fate of this person? Will he stand disqualified under various provisions of anti-defection laws, or he will maintain his party status?
So there is a time limit of 6 months. Within 6 months, a member can join any party. After that, he or she cannot join.
Okay, thank you.
Piyush,
Yes, ma'am.
what are gender barriers? You have mentioned in your DAF also.
Yes, ma'am. So there are certain barriers that is faced by women, particularly in terms of access to education. So this can be, first of all, the cultural norms, especially the patriarchy.
What is gender?
Ma'am, gender is something that is assigned to an individual, and it is mostly in context with society. It's not biological.
Gender is assigned or sex is assigned?
Sorry, ma'am, sex is assigned. Gender is, we can declare ourselves as certain gender.
So gender affects whom?
Everyone.
Everyone. So why gender barrier? And why only to women or girls?
Yes, ma'am. In India, we have a patriarchy. We follow a patriarchal society, and there are certain cultural barriers to education.
Patriarchy is only in India?
Ma'am, I'm talking about in Indian context right now, but it's prevailing in most of the part of the world.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. So there are certain gender barriers for women in education. The first, as I said, is the cultural barriers. The second is I can say the lack of opportunity in education. For example, if you look at the STEM sector, there women participation, although women are enrolled in good numbers. However,
what is this STEM?
Ma'am, STEM is mostly, it refers to those domain of education mostly related to science and technology, mathematics, engineering.
What is the full form?
Okay, ma'am. Science, technology, engineering and mathematics.
Okay.
So in STEM also women are not as much, the representation is not as high as in other sector. Apart from that, there is dual burden where a woman also has to do household work as well while pursuing education or a career. Apart from that, there is discrimination in terms of wages. There is
okay,
wage
fine,
gap.
I got it. Now tell me, is there any international convention on removing gender barriers or mitigating its effect?
Ma'am, I do not recall right now.
You're not able to recall?
Yes, ma'am.
No issues. What was your role exactly in this project?
Ma'am, I was one of the members of the group. We
Okay.
had a group of 4 and we have to prepare a project on this, giving...
What are the various steps being taken by Jharkhand government to enhance the enrollment ratio of girls in this school?
Ma'am, there are many scholarships and schemes. The first is Kasturba Vidyalaya, which promotes enrollment of girls in schools. Then there is a scholarship like Munda Manki scholarship, where women are given a scholarship. Apart from that, there are other schemes as well. For example, there is an Excel program for skill development also. So these are the certain programs that I know.
What is this Panchayat Se Parliament 2.0?
Sorry, ma'am, I have not
No
read
idea,
about it.
no issues. You have your option is PSIR. So just a quick question. I just want to nag your understanding over this. Would you allow dual citizenship to Indian diaspora? Yes. What are its positives and negatives? No, then why not?
Ma'am, right now, I do not think we should provide dual citizenship. Because, ma'am, we need people to stay in India and to work for India. Although we cannot force someone to be in India, but at the same time, giving dual citizenship again will, maybe it can increase the brain drain that already is there in India.
Brain drain, anyways it will happen. And it is happening. That does not pertain to dual citizenship. Anyways, think over it.
Okay.
Thank you. Sir.
Piyush, I see in your DAF that you participate in a debate competition that talks about globalization as a threat to nationalism.
Yes.
What was your stand, for or against?
Sir, against. Globalization is not a threat to nationalism.
Okay. Can you put forward some of the arguments to support your stand that globalization is not a threat to nationalism?
Yes, sir. Sir, my stand was that globalization and nationalism, although these are two very strong forces, but
Be
they...
very precise.
Yes, sir. Sir, we can see that, for example, we can look at yoga. So, globalization has led to yoga spread all over the world. So, this is one example. Apart from that, our culture has also spread over the world. Bollywood, we can look at Bollywood movies and other tradition and cultural aspects also. So, globalization is not just about other culture influencing us, but it also gives opportunity to us to expand our cultural influence. So, this...
So, a bureaucrat is expected to be neutral in all regards. So, if you were to offer certain opinions for the motion of this particular topic, that globalization is a threat to nationalism, what arguments would you like to give?
Sir, in favor that
Yes.
it is a threat.
Yes.
Sir, the first argument I would give is threat to local businesses and small
Right.
industries. And the second would be the cultural influence, more and more homogenization and westernization of clothing and food habits. And third, I would say in technological aspect, that we can say this a form of neo-colonialism using technology.
Piyush, you have rightly mentioned, and these are primary reasons because of which certain countries are opting for measures like protectionism, and we are witnessing something which is called as deglobalization.
Yes.
What are the key attributes of deglobalization?
So the first is economic, the rise in tariff barriers, protectionism, and we can look this in America, the MAGA scheme, the MAGA policy. The second is rise of minilaterals, the lack of confidence in the global bodies like UN and other bodies like WTO. So this is the second sign, and the third would be again the dysfunctionality of these bodies like WTO or UN. So they are not able to make decisions with the help of consensus. So
okay. So with deglobalization, these barriers are growing up, and we are witnessing supply chain disruptions. So for a country like India, which is aiming to become a manufacturing base, how these things can impact our future prospects?
Sir, India is never against globalization. We want a free and fair trade. So we have to promote a free and fair trade around the world. We need more and more open economies.
But you can do that on your own. You cannot force another country to be open and receptive to your ideas.
Yes.
How do you secure your interests? Suppose your neighbors and your big partners decide to go local and they no longer want to do business with you.
Yes, sir.
How do you deal with such situations?
So the first step would be to promote Atmanirbharta. That is the best solution for this. Apart from that, we can look beyond our borders. We have to diversify our imports, whether it's fuel, energy, or other critical minerals. So we have to diversify as well. We have to also bring in investment inside India and collaborate with private sector as well. So these are the certain things.
Okay, Piyush, what is ethical dilemma?
Sir, ethical dilemma is a situation where we have to choose between personal and public responsibilities.
Okay, so the position of a civil servant is such that they go through such dilemmas on a daily basis, on a regular basis. How can one keep himself or herself neutral in such situations?
Sir, to keep oneself neutral, the first thing would be to remember the purpose or the responsibility that you have, whatever office that a person holds. What is the purpose of that office? The second thing a person can do is whatever ideals that he follows, or if there is someone who he looks up to, that he can follow the person's ideal. For example, we can look at Gandhi or Buddha. So if I respect them, I follow them, I can try to take inspiration from them.
Okay, my last question to you, why public officials are risk averse?
Sir, because there is lack of incentives to take risk in, as far as I believe, sir. So they try to not go out of these set rules and conventions.
Okay, thank you.
Piyush,
Yes.
under supremacy of land of law,
Yes.
there exists the doctrine of severability, doctrine of eclipse, and doctrine of Weber. What does it mean?
Sir, doctrine of severability means that if a law, there is certain part of a law, so if one law is declared null and void, it will not have effect on the other part. So it will stay legal.
Okay.
And sir, doctrine of eclipse means there is certain timeline provided to a law. After that, it will no longer be applicable.
Timeline or something which contradicts?
Sorry, sir, I might have confused
Okay.
something else. And sorry, sir, what was
Doctrine of Weber.
Doctrine of favor.
Weber.
Sorry, sir, I do not know about it.
Anyway, there was a famous case of Justice Puttaswamy,
Yes, sir.
the right to privacy versus
Yes, sir.
Aadhaar bill.
Yes, sir.
What was the very verdict of the Supreme Court in that case?
Sir, that privacy is one of the fundamental rights under Article 21. So this was the verdict.
Bit explain it.
Sir, the judgment, the implications. Sir, I do not know the details of the judgment too much, but it was a very important judgment given the role of technology and social media in our life. So it becomes very important that we should have a control over our data, especially the personal data. So as it said that right to privacy is a right that is not against just state or individual, it is against the world. So it was a very a landmark judgment according to me.
Anyway, one more question from judiciary itself, that judiciary passes the verdicts based on the benches of the judges.
Yes.
And there are double judges benches and 3 judges benches.
Yes.
what type of cases being presented before the double judges benches and what type of cases before the 3 judges benches?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of this.
And what benches of judges to be called as the constitutional bench?
Sir, as far as I know, it's 9 judges benches at least. It's called constitutional bench.
Or 5 or more?
Sir, I do not recall, sir. the exact number.
Anyway. My last question, that do you think that converting Planning Commission into NITI Aayog was the right step of the government?
Yes, sir. I think Planning Commission needed some kind of reform, and NITI Aayog is a step in the right direction. Planning Commission was more centralized as compared to NITI Aayog. NITI Aayog has more decentralized approach. So I think it's a step in the right direction.
Okay. So,
Piyush, you are from Jharkhand,
Yes.
isn't it? Okay. The state of Jharkhand was separated from Bihar in 2000, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Now we are in 2025.
Yes, sir.
Now in 25 years, what is your assessment? It has the separation of Jharkhand from Bihar has been a boon and bane for Jharkhand, or a boon for Jharkhand, or a bane for Jharkhand?
I think, sir, the bifurcation has done good for Jharkhand, because if we just look at data in terms of literacy rate or other parameters like Human Development Index, we are faring better than Bihar currently. And now the resources of Jharkhand are used better, in a better way, for the people of Jharkhand. So as far as, in my opinion, we have done better since the bifurcation, although there are certain
Jharkhand is so
challenges.
rich in mineral resources, but still private investment is not taking place the way it should have.
Sir, there are certain reasons. The first is the political instability is one reason. The governance and institutions are not that strong, and due to many governments that come and go, so there is a lack of consistency in policies. So this creates an obstacle for investment in Jharkhand. And also the resource curse is one other factor, where we are more dependent on minerals as a source of revenue. So it has prevented from diversifying the economy of Jharkhand. We have not focused too much on other sectors, especially the value addition sectors like automobile and these kind of things.
Okay, thank you very much, Piyush. It was nice talking to you. Your interview is over. You may go now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. May I come in?
Come in. Sit down, Piyush.
Thank you, sir.
When is your interview, Piyush?
28th January.
This 28th.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which attempt is this?
So this is 4th and first interview.
First interview and 4th attempt. Okay. So how was your experience with us today?
Sir, I have to learn more about certain things, that I have to read more about certain things, and also thoda sa articulation और better हो सकता है.
You see, gaining knowledge is a lifetime experience.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes, yes.
It can be done in 10 days time or a month's time.
Yes, sir.
That is not important, and you must understand the basic purpose of the personality test.
Yes, sir.
It is not for testing your knowledge per se.
Yes, sir.
Knowledge has already been tested.
Yes.
It is just to see various facets of your personality.
Yes, sir.
So that is what is important, where you have to demonstrate certain qualities in you which are essential requirement for a civil servant.
Yes, sir.
So those qualities are like integrity,
Yes, sir.
personal integrity,
Yes, sir.
your honesty of purpose in your statements,
Yes, sir.
your normal communication skill, understanding of various issues, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Whether you are logical in your exposition or not, whether you are giving logical arguments, balanced arguments or not,
Yes, sir.
whether you are a talkative person,
Yes, sir.
whether you interrupt board members, whether you understand intent of the questions or not. These are the only 4, 5, 6 parameters based on which you will be judged as a person.
Yes.
So not answering a few questions is not a problem.
Okay, sir.
Only thing is that you are not aware of something,
Yes, sir.
and you still get into discussion.
Yes, yes.
That's a problem.
Okay, sir.
That's a problem. So that will impact your personality,
Yes, sir.
and in the process you will not be getting good marks.
Yes, sir.
So be conscious of the fact
Yes, sir.
that your ethical values are not compromised.
Yes, sir.
So wherever you are in doubt, wherever you don't know, candidly admit I am not aware. Matter ends there.
Okay, sir.
And thus far no further attitude should not be there.
Yes,
That you have tried and then you suddenly realize,
Yes, sir.
oh, I have done something wrong. Then you should go back. That should not happen.
Okay.
The clarity of purpose has to be very clear in your mind. Sitting posture.
Yes, sir.
Why do you lean forward while talking?
Sir, certain things were not audible to me, so that's it came involuntarily, sir. I
नहीं तो
did not.
उसको पीछे करके बैठो थोड़ा.
Okay, sir.
हाँ. This is how it should be.
Okay,
ठीक है ना? This is how it should be.
Yes, sir.
You look, you have a positive body language now.
Yes, sir.
Your communication skill, there is no problem.
Okay,
Your tone, tenor, everything is good.
Yes, sir.
So whatever you wanted to tell us, it reached us clearly.
Okay, sir.
So that's an issue. Energy level is also good.
Okay, sir.
There is not an issue. Now, issue is that you are a student of PSIR, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So what questions will be asked even nobody knows.
Yes,
even
sir.
the board members also don't know where your interview will take you to.
Yes, sir.
But make sure, as I told you at the very outset, that no compromise with your ethical values.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't matter if you 30%, 40% questions you have to say no.
Yes, sir.
I don't feel low about this. Keep your energy level high and
Okay,
all
sir.
that. Then try to give very crisp answers,
Yes, sir.
to the point, focus.
Yes,
Because what happens, the more you speak,
Yes, sir.
the more confusion
Yes,
you are
sir.
likely to create.
Yes,
So
sir.
that should not happen.
Yes,
Like doctrine of eclipse.
Yes, sir.
You went for a
Yes, sir.
wild guess.
Sir, I got confused, sir.
Is what I am saying. Wherever you are in this position,
Yes, sir.
contain yourself,
Yes.
control yourself,
Yes, sir.
talk to yourself, though, I don't know it.
Yes,
I
sir.
should restrain myself.
Okay, sir.
And say no.
Yes.
And then this one answer gave a poor reflection.
Yes, sir.
This boy is the habit of making guesses.
Yes.
It should not happen. I'm just giving you one example
Yes,
and
yes.
all that. Composition of benches.
Yes,
Either you know or you don't know.
Yes, sir.
So why you are insisting 9 benches? You don't make a guess. There also you don't make a guess.
Yes,
Sir, I have heard about this.
Yes,
There is a constitutional bench and all that.
Yes, sir.
So, but composition part, sir, is not clear to me.
Yes.
Matter is there.
Okay, sir.
Matter is there.
Yes,
The
sir.
moment you start guessing,
Guessing.
then you are in for a toss.
Okay,
That
sir.
should not happen.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, a good candidate.
Okay,
Budget is there on the first.
Yes, sir.
Read about all aspects of the budget,
Yes, sir.
so that what documents are required to be submitted,
Yes,
what are the stages, what process does it take,
Yes, sir.
after presentation, what happens, what
Yes,
kind of discussion takes place. Finally, when the budget papers come out, in what form it comes out, what is it known, and what is the part 1, what is the part 2 of budget and all that.
Yes,
Those things should be very clear to
Okay,
you,
sir.
isn't it?
Okay, sir.
Because there may be some discussions on the budget,
Yes,
and there is a concept paper called economic survey report, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That is also presented during this time only.
Yes, sir.
What is the purpose of this
Okay, sir.
economic survey report, and what all issues are contained in this report? So have a brief idea about that. So
Okay, sir.
major points at least you are aware.
Okay, sir.
And then political science, constitutional issues, so many things are happening, you know, we are aware of that. So must be the relevant corresponding constitutional provisions and the discussion part of it.
Yes,
But whatever you say, there has to be a balance of opinion.
Okay, sir.
If like a collegium system,
Yes,
you can't be saying that this is good, this is bad. Isn't it? There's
Yes,
a gray area also between black and white.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So go for that. Some people believe like this, others believe like this, and I think the fact is somewhere in between. That
Yes.
kind of a thing.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Do you have any question in your mind? Feel free to ask us.
Sir, about eye contact and
It's
the
all fine, all fine, all fine. No, not an issue.
Okay,
Your
sir.
tone, tenor, your energy level, your body language, no issues with that. Otherwise, we would have told you.
Okay, sir. And sir, my hand position while sitting, I'm
It's-
confused
it's
about
okay.
how to
Only
keep
thing is
my-
you're leaning forward like that.
Yes,
That
sir.
should not happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This which we pointed out to you.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.